Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yeah, yo. It is Wednesday. Hump day. Yeah, where's your mic? Why is your mic not working? Anyway, you're tuning in to Gorilla Cross. There we go. Mel's in the building. She is
Quan
here.
already trying to take me out.
Yep. He doesn't want to hear what we got to say today.
He don't want to hear
Anyway,
none of
episode 154. You listen to Mo and Bell, Girlchatsports.
We in the building.
We are in the building.
Mo's kind of here.
I am kind of here. I have a little bit of a cold.
Poor lady. Poor lady.
I know.
I've been giving her all the essential oils she needs to hopefully get better.
Yeah, you've been doing a good job of that. My nose feels really good. Like, it's clear a little bit, but it just got a little nasally.
Was that breathe.
It was.
That breathe.
So shout out to you on that. I loved it.
Yeah, I try. I'm glad you're here with me, even though you're sick and under the weather. It's another Wednesday.
Well, no one can ever replace me, so I don't know who.
This is pretty much like our last Winalda Wednesday.
It is. Oh.
Hashtag coaching by Winalda.
Yeah.
Ends this Saturday. We had a great run.
Yes,
we'll
we
get
did.
to them in a sec.
Yeah.
But welcome to the show. Hey, while you're watching, go ahead and hit that share button. Start a watch party. Join on in. Give us a call.
Yes,
702-608-3259. It's been a while since it's been me and Mo.
It has.
I know. So we get to talk a little bit. There's been some interesting developments within the NBA, the NFL.
Both.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And today there was a rain delay which completely knocked out an entire game of the Major League Baseball, which I haven't personally seen or heard of. I know that there has been. Usually it's like a rain delay or, I get canceled, but the entire game just gets scratched. Like,
it's raining puppy dogs in New York, apparently. And Yankees are down right now in the series, so any excuse they can get to try to win the next game tomorrow, try to take over, hey, that's what they got to do. Blame it on Mother Nature, but I call it the tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got some local sports.
Yeah, you want to get into it?
Yeah, we can do a little bit.
All right. So you went to, do you want to talk about the lights? Because you went to that.
Yeah, so went to the Lights game.
game.
The last home game. It was fan appreciation night. It was amazing. Shout out to Jose Volante, as well as Mike Dixon were there. Malik from Vegas Sports Daily, all there.
All three of them are in Vegas Sports Daily now.
Yeah, all the Vegas Sports Daily guys.
Okay.
They were huddled up. I actually had to leave before the very finish of the game, but the guys couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We lost 0-2 to Reno. And it was a little unfortunate, kind of like a little bit of a sad ending. But it was a fan appreciation. It was sold out like beyond capacity.
Did they say how many were there?
I think it was like over 10,000.
Wow, that's impressive.
Crazy.
I love it. They were doing a whole bunch of giveaways too at this game. You get a bottle of tequila. You can win a Chevy Silverado.
And so
iPad.
the Chevy Silverado was pretty nice.
Yeah, who won it?
This guy from out here. I don't even remember his name.
Really?
Sorry. I posted about it. It was alive.
That's pretty dope, though, that someone would win that, And then you get an iPad, and then T-Mobile was giving away a free phone, and you had all these different promos. So that's pretty cool.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Weather was good.
Weather was nice. Just the way, it just sucks because now the guys go on the road this Saturday. This is their last game. So we had the chance to try and secure a last playoff spot.
Right.
However, that was unable to happen. So now we have one last game until our season is over.
Yeah, New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
A shout out to the couple that got married or renewed their vows with the Lights. They just posted it on the Lights page. They had a whole Lights
Was
theme.
that the game?
No. It was at this chapel in Las Vegas. And so they requested Erica Winalda and Cash the Rocker to be present. And it looked like a few of the players were there. There was like a cutout of Tommy in his groomsman outfit, the one that's always at the stadium, with a light sash over him. So Eric Winalda walked the bride down the aisle. They've been married for 20 years, this couple. And so they wanted the Lights to renew their vows, and they did, and it was really cool, and it was Viva Lights and all that good stuff. And everybody that was sitting in the pews had capes. Where my cape? The capes. Where my capes?
Mine's hanging in my closet.
I know. I want the wrestling cape.
And shout out to Harry Ruiz for always holding it down for us
Thank
the
you,
entire
Harry.
season. We appreciate it. The Lights, Viva Lights Nation.
Lights.
I mean,
We love
everybody. Llama Dude was there.
Oh,
he
nice.
didn't have the Llama Dude head on because it was Dia de los Muertos, so he had his face painted.
Nice. I think I saw that.
Yeah.
He had a skeletal face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Llama Dude. We love you. Yeah. Who else did you see there? You saw someone famous, right?
Yes. Your guy. The guy, I was like, hey, Francis Nagano was there.
Hey,
and I saw Francis, and they had these like king and queen kind of chairs, kind of on the green. And I went to him, I was like, hey, you're supposed to show the other day. He's like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, with with Markel, and coming on over. And he was like, oh, a few weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, it's okay though.
Shout out to Markel. We got to make that happen, Kels.
I ain't playing with you. I told him he's got to come.
He does have to come. And I've seen this guy a couple times now in interactions, and we need Francis in studio with us.
Yes, we do.
And speaking of fighters, too, we have to say a strong rest in paradise to Patrick Day. Apparently, this news just broke out that he was fighting in a fight a few days ago in the 10th round, I believe it was, where he got knocked down by his opponent and never came to.
That's so...
was put in a coma. All that family had to fly in and kind of make the final decision.
Crazy.
It was pretty sad. And he was only 27 years old, so he's very, very young. And even though the person that he fought was like a major competitor, like he was actually a competitive fighter, Patrick Day was thinking this would be his,
it's unfortunate.
best match that he's had. And it is unfortunate. It's sad because when you do those rights, man, lights out. You get punch drunk, you get blind, you can do all that.
Brain surgery.
Yeah. They had to do emergency brain surgery on him. And he had a seizure, which made him slip into a coma. And then after the coma, it was just kind of like dire. So it's unfortunate and very, very sad. So prayers to the family. The manager's feeling really guilty about it. His trainer's feeling really guilty about it. Someone wrote a letter. I guess he wrote a public letter to Patrick, posted on his Instagram, just feelings towards it, because you do feel a little bit of guilt when that kind of happens, especially when you're training someone for a fight that you know they're prepared for, and you'd never think about what to expect when those kind of things happen.
Right.
So very unfortunate. But shout out to our next show coming after us, Levels, with Cassandra Cousineau and Jeremy Long. They'll be starting right after us, and I know they'll go more in depth of this story. So
I just want to give a little background information to the hoodie that I'm wearing today.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
It's not like anyone's probably like, why is Melissa wearing a hoodie? It's still like 85 degrees outside of Vegas. Well, there's a little meaning behind this. As you all are aware, and of course, as Mo knows, we are fantasy football players, and I am in 4 leagues, and Mo has a ton herself. Well, my oldest league, I was brought in by one of my friends, Nate Sanders, and I got a call yesterday. Yesterday morning. And he said, you know what's about to happen, right? And I was like, is it? Is it right? Wait, what? And I go to my phone, and I am now leading the men's league, which I have told them ever since the year I got into it. This is probably like 5 or 6 years ago. If I ever win, because you become commissioner, and therefore you can change or make any rules you want. You can change the point values, change, whatever you want to do. I'm making everybody wear a pink hoodie. I will be choosing your team names. And you will all be flying to Vegas for the draft party.
Oh, nice.
So I'm in first place right now.
Oh, good. Until those playoffs.
Team Wrestle and Flow.
Well, I think you'll be able to keep it going.
I'm gonna keep it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it up. And so shout out to all the guys in the league. Of course, Thomas Mason's in my league with us. Nate and his brother Will, and Leroy. And there's like 12. It's a 12-person league, and I'm winning, y'all. I won all 3 of my Yahoo leagues this weekend. And in this league that I'm winning, currently in the lead of, I won by 0.40. Thanks to Aaron Rodgers. And
the cheating? We'll talk about it. The cheating?
Hey, I won.
Everybody benefited from the cheating, though.
Because that was it was a terrible fantasy week for me. But for some reason, all my leagues, because everybody did so bad, I was not as bad as the worst, apparently. Hey, what can you do?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So that's why I'm wearing this pink hoodie and trying to...
It looks blush on camera, but pink is what it is.
I mean, it's pink.
No, it's definitely pink.
I still haven't picked out the shade of pink that I'm going to make the guys wear yet. It could be baby pink, fluorescent, maybe a combination of a lot of pinks. Plus, it's also breast cancer awareness. So
maybe give them a tie-dye pink hoodie.
Save the tatas.
Maybe a tie-dye pink hoodie. That'd be dope.
That'd be interesting.
What?
So let's get into football then, since we're already on the topic.
Might as well, man, because I really don't want to talk about my Dodgers.
You don't want to talk about it.
No, the day before my birthday was the worst day of my life in sports.
So Mo celebrated a birthday, of course.
I did on the 10th. So thank you for everybody that gave us a shout out.
Yay.
I appreciate you. But the 9th was my worst day, and it hurt the next day too.
Is that why you're still sick? It just is like a combination of things.
Maybe my notions were really, really wild on that night. That was a terrible situation.
Well, now you can join all of the St. Louis fans.
Oh, forget them. Because they honestly thought that they was going to beat the Nationals.
But here's the deal. Did anyone really think the Nationals? I mean, the beginning of the season, everybody was like, yeah, right.
No.
How did they get this far?
Something's going on in D.C. I think it's a mystical thing, and we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
what's crazy is that last week I was like, everything in D.C. sucks. Well,
you jinxed it saying that.
I completely jinxed it.
Yeah, because they proved us wrong, didn't they? I was agreeing with you on that, too. Why did they put Kershaw in the 7th inning like that? Buehler was doing fine. He hit a player, Azuki, and I understand a player gets hit, so you have someone run and walk the base for you. Fine. Buehler's still doing just fine. It didn't take him out of his mental or nothing. So they decided to put Kershaw in, and it just went from sugar to Shinola.
And how long did Kershaw last?
That inning, the bottom of the 7th, and he got yanked out after they hit 2 home runs back to back.
I would to be like a fly in the wall of his house.
And then they make it worse and put in, after him, they put Maeda in, or I can never pronounce the name, Maeda.
Mm-hmm.
He did all right. And then they put Joe Kelly in because we were tied at that point. And then when we got Joe Kelly in, it was just a wrap because, man, them Nats showed up with their bats and just was hitting grand slams and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm just tight. It just took my soul. It really did. So Dodger fans, we're going to be all right. Apparently, the news came out that Dave Roberts still has his job. Andrew Friedman still has his job. There's a few players that they're going to change up through the rotation. Kershaw, of course, because he has this $31 million contract. He's not going anywhere. But they are looking at some of the other players to see what happens next.
Well, the Angels got a new.
Yeah, they got Joe Madden, which is what we need. That would have been better for us. But see, what people don't understand is with Dave Roberts, he is not running the team. Andrew Friedman is. When Andrew Friedman called down to have Clayton Kershaw put in, Dave Roberts is a yes man, and he's just going to say yes. That's how that went.
Don't you hate yes man?
I do.
Dang doormats.
Only when it's for us women, though. That could be a yes man. I don't want a yes man, but I would mind a part-time yes man. A honeydew. What's a honeydew? Honeydew this? Honeydew that? Yeah. So anyway, we'll go into football now. I just had to vent that.
No, that's fine. We can just, you might as well finish up with baseball.
Nah, I'm done because now you've got the Nats totally demolishing the Cardinals.
Wait, one more time. Completely
demolishing the Cardinals. I mean, it's a swept. Like,
I mean, for nothing.
I wasn't expecting a sweep. I was expecting the Cardinals to win at least one game. Y'all couldn't even pull out one game? Like, come on.
Shout out to Sarah, who was at the Golden Knights game last night.
Yeah, because she was watching.
Watching the game. That can't be good. I was with her in the first game when they lost, and now she was there.
Yeah.
Poor Sarah and shout out to the guys in the zone, Arlington Palmer, because that was funny.
I was going back and forth with Arlington.
You called them out like, "Hey, what's up, guys? What's up with the St. Louis Cardinals?"
And then he tried to say something about my
Dodgers. Yes, he did.
My Dodgers won 106 games. What y'all win? Y'all couldn't even win a game against the Nationals.
But it don't matter now, does it?
No, it don't.
Y'all in the same spot.
Y'all gone fishing just like us.
Yes.
So now we're in ALCS, which is the American League Championship Series. So you got the Houston Astros and the Yankees.
And they're up 2-1.
Yes, the Astros are. And these Yankee fans are talking big mess about, oh, we got them. No, man. They got Zach Greinke, yo. He is like one of the best pitchers, if not. When we had Kershaw and Greinke, we couldn't even work a system with the two of them. When Kershaw was Kershaw. And we had Zach Greinke. Should have never got rid of Greinke. We should have got rid of Kershaw.
It's the Yankees.
It is the Yankees. But Aaron Judge is dope. I mean, they got some hitters over there. George Springer from the Houston Astros is back. I mean, listen, they can have a rain delay all they want to. We're going to see what happens tomorrow.
What is interesting, though, is should Yankees come back and tie it up.
That would be good.
We go to 7 games.
Mm-hmm. I was expecting 7 from this.
It's going to go all the way to the World Series, basically. The World Series is supposed to start, I think, on like the 22nd or 23rd, which is the same day as opening day for regular season for NBA. Mm-hmm. You don't have much time now.
Nope. You don't.
So that affects bullpens, pitching, all that kind of stuff. Should be interesting.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But they got their lineup already set. Houston does. They announced who they were going to have their starting pitcher be for this next game. And it should be good because all their pitchers are got you.
Well, before we end it on the pitching note, we will bring up our girl power moment.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
Let's do it in the middle of the show.
Yeah, why not?
Who are we giving it to?
Man, it still hurts to say her name, but she is great. Elena De La Don.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't mess with that. You can't mess with like the GOAT right now of WNBA, okay? So not only did they win the championship with WNBA, but she threw out the first pitch for the Washington Nationals on game 4, which basically helped them win.
Yeah.
Hello.
Seal the deal.
Sprinkle a little magic, mystic dust on there.
Mystic's magic. What was that?
A little mystical.
Mystical, yeah. We're not playing mystical. I wish you would. That's okay. Mystic's magic.
Yeah. So shout out to Elena. And shout out to Elena because after the ladies won the championship last week, it was brought out that she was playing with 3 herniated discs. I can't even play with a stubbed toe, first of all.
I can't even play with a broken nail.
Hello? Herniated discs. That's a lot of pain. I couldn't. Yeah. Pain or good drugs. I don't know which one it is, but her 3. Dang, man. Whew, yeah, so shout out to everybody in the group.
Shout out to Donnell. Yeah, Kershaw's contract was $60 million, but I think he's down to 31 now. I think he's gotten his first half of his money. I believe. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, call in if I'm wrong. Call him if I'm right. I'm just devastated.
Call in.
Or just call in. 702-608-32.
Share it.
59 and share us. But anyway, we can get into football. Let's talk about week 6. You ready?
And Kershaw just signed a 3-year extension, November 2018.
Oh, a 3-year extension. We're never getting rid of that guy.
And it was worth $93 million with incentives.
$93 million with incentives. Okay.
And he already had 2 years and 65 left on that contract.
Gotcha.
So then he got an extension, so he's making a lot of money.
Yeah, he's making stupid money for throwing 80-mile-per-hour fastballs. Wow.
Yep.
84.
There's a couple of Houston fans in the
whatever. A shout out to the Braves. It was a brave fight. It just wasn't brave enough. Y'all tried that.
I'm wondering.
I mean, Atlanta's just not doing good.
I didn't even
know
where the Braves were. I didn't even realize that whole series had passed by.
Oh, honey, it was a blink of an eye.
What happened,
who runs 10 runs in the first inning on a Braves game? I mean, that was just ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not one to talk because my team can't even make the playoffs in like over 20 years. So
yeah, but what's with Atlanta? They just struggle.
Don't they struggle in everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can't even name one player on the Hawks. Not one.
Trae Young.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just
okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Vince Carter.
Vince still on there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like year 22, huh?
3-pointer. Vince Carter? Knocked it down.
Oh, that's because the Hawks are playing Knicks right now in the preseason. I can't wait for basketball season to start. Next Tuesday, basketball season.
I just can't wait for Chuck and Shaq. You know I posted that.
Yes, I saw that. They can't stand it. Boy, they be going into it. Did you ever see the video of the one where Chuck took too much time when he had to say his little spiel?
And Shaq went into him?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, let him talk. He took all the minutes. I ain't got a chance.
Those are like your 2 uncles at the barbecue. You know what I mean? Like they just won't stop yapping at each other. They never gonna agree about nothing. They always gonna just argue. But it's comedy. It's some of the best comedy out there. So
and paging James Mays, you're working next Tuesday, please. Can't miss opening night.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Our opening night is us in the Candyland Clippers. And I can't wait.
They got some dope jerseys, though.
No, they don't have dope jerseys.
Those are dope.
Those jerseys are not dope. Why are you
Grand
carrying them like
Theft
that?
Auto, San Andreas.
Them copycat jerseys you see on Grand Theft
they
Auto.
They were kind of cool.
About? They all right, but they don't make them
sell
LA.
the heck out of those.
I'd pick that over a Laker jersey any day.
East LA's going to love it. Watch him out. East LA's gonna love them jerseys.
Oh man, that's gonna be the new banging suit.
And they know nowhere in comparison are they those Clippers. They are the Candyland Clippers, and I hold true to that statement. Y'all don't know what I mean by Candyland. Y'all can call me after hours, and I'll tell you what I mean by that.
Mo's number is
nah. You can hit me up on the Facebook Messenger.
Hit her on the DMs.
Yeah, the DM.
Let her know what you're thinking about.
Them jerseys is all right. Whatever.
It was nice. You know, it was nice. It was nice to see some of these rookies in the jerseys for the first time during some of their photo and publicity shoots. And that was cool. I like that. I also enjoyed seeing some of the Bulls stuff. You know, not that my Bulls are great, but we got some improvements happening.
But your team colors are dope. Where's this black and white coming from for the Clippers?
Well, they always had like a red and white.
I mean, they have
navy.
Different colored jerseys.
So now the navy's just a little darker and there's a little less red.
Call me out on that. Y'all copying. Quit copying, fighting. Y'all roommates in our doggone state. When y'all getting y'all thing? When y'all getting y'all own house? I want to know that.
Anyway.
They just roommates right now.
Mo's on one. That cold has affected her head. She got mad about her Dodgers, the Clippers. What else you want to get mad about, Mo?
I'm actually joyous about week 6 of football.
Okay, let's hear about it.
So let's just segue into that, I guess.
You want to talk about your squad first?
Yeah, we can talk about my squad.
Yeah.
I know you wrote here something about Trent Brown. I don't want to talk about that, but I guess we can talk about it. He tweeted that none of those things happened, and
we've been through this before. You know, here's the deal. Trent signed a contract in the offseason.
Yeah.
He getting $66 million.
Yeah.
She supposedly in this, affidavit or in this court document that they filed, talked about having domestic violence back in 2017. That's prior to a child, prior to them really being together, prior to this 2019 June incident that occurred which sparked this court proceedings or the filing. My thing, why are you still there?
Emily and Fabulous. Why is she still there?
Why we still watch those shows? I don't, but someone out there does. They're getting all these good ideas from.
He's saying none of that stuff is true.
And it could very well not be.
Very well not be, but I don't understand what the motive is of that. And if you really are screaming bloody murder, he needs to be locked up for one.
Hello.
And number 2, you need to get away from that situation.
Well, why did it happen to begin with and you went back?
They always go back. There's something that goes back. But my thing is, you filing a complaint about it, it doesn't help.
No.
And it doesn't help for our team either, because we got a big game coming up on Sunday, and we don't need these types of distractions. We are going against Green Bay Packers. And for the life of me, I pray that the refs don't win this game like they did this past Monday.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want these crazy bogus calls. Here's the thing. Green Bay has a great
The Packers it's like they're either
got to try to defend
our
running game. Our running game is our strongest attribute right now with Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
That's the only thing we have that can help us win. Once they figure that system out, we're toast.
Because the receivers
and then we're having all these
Derek ain't doing much.
I mean, here's the deal. They're not going to change him with no backup. They're not going to put Mike Glennon in.
Oh, of course not. I'm not saying he's doing bad. I'm just saying he's not necessarily excelling in the quarterback statistics.
He's not because, I'll say this. The Bears game was the longest pass rushes he had so far this season, because everything was pocket passing before that. He's going to have to go long ball with this one too, and pray that Green Bay's defense doesn't counteract it. And then with us, we might have Terrell Williams coming back as our. I'm waiting on Terrell. Yeah, I need him to come back.
He's in my fantasy. Is he coming back?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming back. But Raiders extend Darren Waller. So the tight end gets a 3-year contract extension through 2023.
His story.
And I like Darren Waller. Mm-hmm. So an expected $9 million a year. That just came on my Bleacher Report. So cool.
That's good. So y'all took that dub.
Yeah. We took that dub, and we took our win in the Bears, and everybody's surprised that the Raiders are right now 3-2. And I hope we can stay. I hope we can go 4-2. Because right after that game, we got Detroit. So it's just a mess. They both want revenge in some kind of capacity.
Yeah.
But your Seahawks, though.
Man.
Get into it.
So here's the issue with East Coast games when you live in the West Coast. It's a 10 o'clock game. It's a 10 o'clock. And I think I was out with you on Saturday night for Mo's birthday.
You were.
I woke up and it was the beginning of the second quarter and it was 20-6. And I screamed bloody murder. I threw my remote. I threw my phone. I mean, everything. I was hot. I was like, I can't even be here. So I sat in bed and I started watching some more of the game. And I was like, okay, we're making a little comeback here.
But at least you were able to see it. It wasn't shown anywhere. Because it wasn't on the NFL app.
Sunday ticket.
Right.
Plus, there's the website. Plus, also, for anybody who's in NFL fantasy, anybody who's in NFL fantasy leagues, there's an actual live corner pocket of that app, and you can watch almost half of the games in that live pocket.
Yeah, I saw that too. I clicked that, but your game was not playing, and I wanted to see Seattle play the Browns. I really wanted to see that game.
So I watched it. It was, in typical Seattle fashion, we come through in the second half. Mm-hmm. But we played good. We did play good. We did lose our tight end, Will Dissly, so that's a little sad. Luckily, we did end up bringing back Luke Wilson, just so happened to, but I think they picked up they re-signed somebody who had originally been on the 53-man roster, but I can't remember his name, some other tight end. So
nice. We'll
pick up him. We are 5-1. Okay.
Yeah. Who else is 5-1 with you?
God, who else is 5-1? I think I know that.
Could it be New England?
No,
New England's undefeated, right? I wanted to guess New England so bad. I want them to lose so bad.
But I am excited because Drawn Reed, he's going to be back from a 6-game. He got a 6-game suspension, y'all, for a DV incident from 2017 where he never got arrested. And he had to sit out 6 games. So he's back. He single-handedly had more sacks than the entire club last season. He had 10.5. I think the entire Seahawks had 10. Mm-hmm. So we're happy to get him back because we do need that. Definitely.
So just so you know, your Packers are 5-1.
My Packers?
The Packers are 5-1.
Not my Packers.
And my Saints are 5-1.
Oh, you have a new team now?
Well, that's why Saints have always been my second team for going down south and stuff for school.
Yeah, and those are all NFC. Where's the NFC at? Nowhere
to be found.
It's like the East Coast in it's just like Eastern Conference in basketball. Like they just nobody wants to watch them. So we have the Ravens this weekend.
Ooh.
And there is news about the Ravens, of course. Because this is the first game that Earl Thomas is coming back to Seattle after giving the big bird to the coach after being injured last year. I'm excited to see Earl. I may even wear a Seahawks Earl jersey on Sunday just in recognition of him because I do miss him. I miss the lob.
You better not do that before you jinx the team and y'all lose.
I didn't say anything until you want to say something, Mo. Hating everywhere. So the Ravens come to Seattle. They also acquired a new cornerback this last 2 days. Mr. Marcus Peters comes up from the Rams to join. I know everybody keeps saying he's washed out or he's this or he's that. My thing is, I don't need anybody else I don't need anybody else out there trying to, grab some balls from Tyler or DK. Like I don't need that.
DK Metcalf to do work. I really do. You on my fantasy team and you're not putting up no kind of numbers, and I need the ball either passed to him or something because he's costing me my fantasy right now.
Give a call to Russ. Make it happen.
I need Russ to do the right thing.
Oh, and my guys had an unbelievable touchdown celebration.
Was that when they lined up all the
Bye. Yeah, it was cute.
That was cute.
It was cute. I enjoy seeing those kind of things come back.
So what's up with the Browns then? Are just whack? Is that what it is? Is that what we're looking at right now?
Well, Jarvis said maybe we're not as good as you thought. Maybe we aren't as good as people thought we were.
Browns played really good against Seattle. They did get blown out by the 49ers, who are the best team in the NFC West. But
who turned your mic on?
Me.
And they're undefeated. What are you guys right now? You guys are what? 6-0?
5-0 because they had a bye week.
5-0,
and then they go to Washington to play the 1-5.
So pretty much 6-0.
Basically. Yeah, 6-0. I already put it out there.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Washington, who won the Trash Bowl in Miami, only by
I knew Washington was going to win. Because if you add up all the points that Washington has scored against opposing teams, they've outscored Miami. Even though they're...
So runner-up for the Coug'd moment was the Dolphins trying to go for 2 to win the game versus just kicking it and tying it and sending it into overtime. So that's how you lose and go 17-16 to the Dolphins in Miami. I mean, did people even pay for those tickets anymore? Or they just give them out on
the tickets were like $1.
I mean, they must come free with like a Happy Meal or something. Maybe you get like a hurricane and like a free ticket to the Dolphins game. Do they serve hurricanes out there? I don't know.
And speaking of Dolphins, Brock Osweiler announces a retirement. I didn't even know he was on that team. Did you know? He announced retirement.
Maybe he
literally announced retirement.
He wants to go back to Montana and ride some horses.
Like, why announce it? Just leave. Just not show up anymore.
He oddball out.
I mean,
he didn't want anybody to think he missed practice.
Yeah, I don't know. They weren't looking for him.
They're not looking for anybody.
You not see his 6'9" self walking around.
They're surprised when any of their players show up for practice.
Right. I mean,
they're like, you guys know we're tanking, right? There's no practice all season.
Like, don't even come. Just
show up on Sunday, 9:50. You'll be fine.
Right. So why did he have to put this formal announcement out? Get your ring, get your bag, and go home.
Ain't no one looking for you.
Brock.
Awesome.
If you want to retire in Las Vegas, though, I am here. You're more than welcome to come and spend your retirement. Is he married?
No.
Oh, okay. He can come to Vegas.
Maybe,
to retire.
probably. Who knows? He can come shop with you.
Yeah, he can. That's what I'm saying.
He got some of that money.
Yeah.
Money.
Show us the ring.
So, in part of that Raven cornerback news, so Marcus Peters goes to the Ravens, and then guess what happens that kind of blows most of the world by surprise?
You talking about JR?
Yeah.
Finally, he leaves.
Jalen Ramsey and his bad back.
Yeah, he finally goes somewhere to a team for
and lo and
future
behold,
draft picks.
he's going to probably pass that health check, and then he'll probably be playing fully on Sunday.
Well, they say they're not sure yet. He's questionable right now.
That's what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
But why?
Is that going to help the Rams, though? I just wonder.
That's not the Rams' problem right now, but I'm sure it would help, but it's not going to help them win.
Getting fans into the stadium is their biggest problem.
Well,
now
first of all, they need a real stadium because let's just talk about USC Stadium.
They're working on
I
that.
can't even handle it right now.
They're working on that.
At all.
And Brock Osweiler is a married man. He got married to his long-term loving partner, Aaron Osweiler. The loving couple tied the knot on February 28th of 2014. They have a kid together, and the couple is living happily together. So,
is she going to be happy after he announces her retirement and she can't go to Dolphins games anymore and look at the other players?
She wasn't going.
Who would?
She didn't know he played for them.
She probably didn't even know she. Yeah,
I thought you retired 2 years ago.
The kid probably didn't even know. Like,
but you've been home this whole time.
What's your
What do
dad
you
do?
mean?
I don't know. He doesn't work.
He doesn't work. Every Sunday he's gone.
But
he's back during the rest of the
week. He always buys me stuff.
He's always there to do my homework.
I think maybe you had a rich uncle that died or something because you always got money.
Wow, man. Quad's got me dying over here. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm like a human meme.
I love it.
The meme show, stay tuned.
I love it. Because you got jokes. We could go on this Brock Osweiler thing.
But we're not.
We're not. We don't have
because he
forever.
doesn't deserve any more time.
No, we don't. We don't.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So the Rams.
One more. I'm joking. Go ahead.
The Rams give up 2 first-round draft picks for Jalen. That means they don't have a first-round draft pick for like 5 years. So are we hoping that Todd Grove's going to get his act back together then?
No, because I got him on my fantasy too, and I'm ready to.
Yeah, that was a waste.
That was a terrible pick for me. Why did I pick him? That is terrible. And when we dissect the game against the 49ers, they got out-coached. Mm-hmm. Kyle Shanahan is that guy. Like, I have to give it to 49ers because that is all coaching. That is a minus exception of Jimmy Guap and a few of the other players. George Kittles, we like him. He's
Kittles
on my fantasy. Kittles got me mad numbers. I love George Kittles. Like, he is my guy. But what I'll say is with Sean McVay against a Kyle Shanahan like that, there's just no question. I kind of figured that 49ers would win that.
I didn't figure. I thought there'd be more of a fight.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with the Rams. It hasn't been a fighting game. They have not fought anybody.
Well,
the only fight was with you guys.
Well, the thing is, the Rams won. If they lost 3, I didn't think they lost 2. I'm thinking they're not going to lose 3 in a row. Not the Rams. What's the whole thing is that now if they lose again, then they're really out of it.
For the playoffs, yeah.
Because between us and the Niners, it's too tight.
Right. So who they play next, I wonder. We'll go down it when we're done.
Oh, later.
After who they play in week 7.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
I know.
So that was the games that stood out to you the most?
Well, that and the Panthers winning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one.
Yeah.
But the Panthers winning because Cam's not playing.
Right.
And they won one.
Mm-hmm.
So, went over the Bucks. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I thought they were, I mean, here's the deal. This is how you know when you're more a fantasy player than watching. Because I'm like, okay, Jameis Winston, getting some points.
Yeah, he gave me mad points. He's giving me mad points.
They're
not winning, but he'll give me mad points. Mariota, on the other hand, which he just got demoted.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's feeling some type of way about it, and I don't know why he's feeling that type of way. He should have saw that coming.
Yeah.
Because I had him on my fantasy, too, and I'm about to just drop kick him, I should say.
It happens. So I don't know if anybody's out there is watching in the Peyton places. For this 100th year of the NFL, Peyton Manning has gone on to do a bunch of different 30-minute kind of visits to different cities, kind of getting into the history of football, some of the different things like how the football itself has changed over the years, the position of the quarterback, defense, stuff like that. Well, there was one in particular about fantasy football and how it started. And it basically got into how like some of these fans will come up to you and just be like, listen, what the heck were you doing? Da, 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 da. And not even really acknowledging like, wow, I'm sitting here with Peyton Manning, but no, I'm going to cuss you out because
you messed up my fantasy
league. It's serious out here.
Hey, there's a comedian. I got to send it to you, but he was dope because he was on the field with the Jaguars players and he was basically talking about them in front of them, but not making it like, he's like, oh, so I should drop.
Oh, no, it's Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious. He's like, so I should drop. No, he's pretty good. No, you think I should?
And he's right there talking about it.
Yeah, talking about it. That would be me. Oh, we got a caller.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, caller. Holla.
What up, though, ladies? What it is?
It's
your man.
Shout out to Goose Thomas, let the ball bounce with Bill Blockham Locum and Dre Bailey. Shout out. What's up?
What's good?
Yes, indeed. Look, man, I just wanted to call and say what's up. I ain't even want nothing tonight.
Really?
I just wanted to call and say, hey, I wanted absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
You don't have anything to say about...
We know you got something to say about something.
Look, my Braves absolutely stink.
Yes.
Freddie Freeman is no longer allowed to talk about anyone ever again.
Yeah.
He stunk it up. I think he had 2 hits in the NLDS. And he had the nerve, the absolute unmitigated gall to talk about Ronald Acuna not hustling down first base. Bro, you can't even get a hit. Stop it. I don't want to hear from him again.
I think somebody put out a GoFundMe to get rid of him. I think the fans are pushing GoFundMes on him.
The funny thing is at one point this dude was a National League MVP candidate. That's the crazy part. Like Freddie Freeman can play,
yeah,
but as soon as he opened his mouth, things went downhill for him. I don't want to hear from him ever again, bro. Never. I don't want to hear anything from you, brother, ever again.
Well, on the lighter side, go ahead. On your lighter side,
on the light side, of course my Niners, gang all day. Fall asleep if you want to. Next
Quan
thing you know, we'll
made you
be
call in to do that, huh?
Up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I do not.
Well, don't be 13-0 and lose the first round. How about that? We'll tell you the second round.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But until then, we're playing well. I like the way the defense. I like the way the defense is playing. Offense got to come around a little bit. We're running the ball well. Still not passing it the way I would like, but I mean that is what it is. That'll come with time. But we're playing well right now, and I'll accept the way things are going right now. But that defense is playing outside of this mind right now. It's insane.
Well, the only real game I'm looking forward to with you guys is the November 11th game against the Seahawks. That's the only real game I see that's
Monday
coming
Night
up.
Football.
Because you guys play, you got the Redskins, and you got the Panthers. Y'all could get them, and then you got the Cardinals.
You know, it's also Veterans Day that day.
Yeah.
I have a day off.
Absolutely. Look at you. Look, when don't you have the day off? When are you not off?
Tell
now?
it.
It's Veterans
You're
Day.
lucky she's not going out of town.
Next weekend.
Run. She got a run to go.
Right.
Do another run.
Shout out to all the people in Atlanta. I will see you next weekend.
Wow.
Look at that. Right
Queen
on cue.
of the Pacific
Hey,
Northwest.
I didn't get to go to Cleveland. Okay, I didn't get. That was the one game I wanted to go to this year. I didn't get to go to, so I had to make some alternative moves and still catch a stadium that I've never seen. So I'm gonna go see Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Never seen it.
That's a beautiful. Speaking of, we'll be playing the Saints in December. So that's going to be a good game on the road.
It is going to be a good game.
Good one, man. So absolutely.
Is Drew Brees expected back by then or no? Teddy Bridgewater is the guy, right?
He should be back by then.
That's
Drew
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
We'll see.
All right,
absolutely. But like you guys were talking about, NBA starts next week.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Have league pass. You are slipping if you do not have league.
I don't have League Pass.
I can't get League Pass. I just can't afford it.
Get yourself some League Pass.
I need somebody to gift me.
I got a internet site. I mean,
That's what I was gonna say. You can, but we'll talk about it off the air. You can afford it. We'll talk about it off the air.
I mean,
you can pay me $10 a month for my account number.
Okay. This is the first time that I'm starting the NBA. I just drafted my NBA fantasy team. Now, will I be able to keep up with it? Is the question.
It is
going to be very hard, but I'm going to stay focused and diligent.
Never do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be that one. Yeah.
I did it one time. I lasted till December.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Can't do it.
You
no, not going to do it.
I had someone take over.
Oh no, I got
as much as I love baseball, I'll never do a fantasy baseball. I just can't.
There's no way I could do that.
That's
There's
even
no
worse.
way.
No way.
Yeah, that's even
Baseball,
worse.
basketball, I can't keep up with it. I tried basketball once and never did it again. That was like 6 years ago.
And I got a little squad. I didn't get the top notch, but I got Dame Lillard, I got D'Angelo Russell, De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Looney, Michael Bagley III, JaVale McGee, Patrick Beverly's in there, Zubac's in my thing. So I got some Clippers players in there, even though I'm a Lakers fan. We're going to see what these numbers do.
Right,
we'll see what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I did fantasy gymnastics. I got Simone Biles #1.
Okay, so Simone Biles got you a lot of points,
that's all you need.
You can't win.
That's all you need.
You can't win if you don't pick her #1.
That's all you got.
It's over.
You can't.
Good thing you have a legal one.
It's impossible to win if you don't pick her.
Right.
Name another gymnast. Goose, name another gymnast for the women's team.
Oh, wow. You got me.
I got
Hurley?
myself too.
Nobody knows.
Mary Lou Retton.
Look, I was going to say Dominique Dawes. Mary Lou Retton.
Yeah, like 10 years, 20 years ago.
That's all I got for you, bro. That's all I got for you, bro.
Well, Donnell, thank you so
Donnie,
much for
thank
calling.
you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for calling and tuning in for us.
Absolutely. Y'all
We love
continue to have
you.
a great show.
Thank you, hon.
No doubt about it. We love you.
All right.
Shout out, man. Absolutely.
Shout out to Goose, Dre,
Man, make
Bill
sure you
Blotto.
check out the guys every Tuesday and Saturday.
Yeah, let the ball bounce, man.
Right here in the same spot.
Yep. And
This is where Bill sit. Bill be sitting like this.
And this is where Goose sits. It's your man, Goose Thomas. What up, though? Hey, listen. So you make sure that you download that Gorilla Cross Radio app too, because that's very important for us to stream live, to get our calls, all that great stuff. It's a free download, Gorilla Cross Radio app. Check it out.
Yeah.
So
we
anyway,
lost the music because we had a
we
caller.
did, but that's okay.
Just want to remind the DJ where he was.
He's back on. Back on.
So
Last week it cut off No Lie for 10 seconds, and I got the death stare from her.
For me?
Yeah.
I have a death stare?
She definitely.
What?
Is that resting B face?
No, it's like, oh my God.
Let me get
this beat back up.
Like you got about 5 seconds before.
Mama Mel don't play.
Like before she takes away my mango privileges.
Right. Mama Mel is not playing over here.
Ooh. So before we leave football, we might as well just get into our Coug'd moment because now I have to have a Coug'd moment. I literally had someone reach out to me today. I was like, "Hey, who's the Coug'd?" I'm like, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
Well, we already know who it is because and they are all
if
quiet.
you don't know,
yeah. And
I'm
all
sorry,
quiet.
crickets.
No one posted a meme or nothing. No one tried to validate their loss.
Shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to Sean Oates. Shout out to
explain it. Thank you. She tried to explain it.
Listen,
it didn't work.
The Dallas Cowboys lost to the 0-5 Jets.
Right.
Now that's a Coug'd moment because they already lost 2. And they was like, "Nah, we're not winning." And it's the Jets. Oh shoot, we got this. We coming back. Blah blah blah.
They didn't know that Mono was coming back though. And we announced that
Sam
Mono was
Darnold
coming
had
back.
that
Sam Darnold had
mono strong arm.
He sure did. He was gonna show you better than he could tell you.
Whew, boy.
So what's the problem with Dallas? Let's break this down. I mean, I could name several problems.
Did you hear
with the team.
Jerry talking about Jason Garrett yesterday? I think it was how they've gotten so far.
He's delusional.
They've gotten to a place where they're at right now, and that if he were to reach out his contract, that he'd be a well sought after coach.
He's not getting rid of him because he's just like Dave Roberts is a yes man to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is literally calling plays for you guys.
Hello?
He's literally calling y'all plays.
He's gonna be dead and still calling plays.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Al Davis RO or 2.0. I'm telling you, this is the same thing we've gone through as Raider fans.
And Dak is not Dak like he was.
Has Dak ever been Dak?
Okay,
I'm
not saying Dak was great, but the end of last year, he came out and ran it down our throats for the playoffs, okay? He did well. I'm not saying he was all-time greatest. He's no MVP candidate like my Russ.
But how do you dismantle? Go ahead. How do you dismantle yourself if you don't have a Amari Cooper? How do you not make adjustments when you don't have him? You rely on him that heavily that you don't have
because you got
adjustments?
Witten back, duh.
Man, listen. I need no Cowboys fans to ever say anything to me.
My thing is, what did aliens come into Jerry's house and like suck the defense out? Because the defense had been there for like the first 3.5 games, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Aliens did take it. Area 51. Area 51.
It was like they came down. They're like,
Right.
here, we're just going to suck all the defensive capabilities out of you and just leave the bodies there.
Right.
Because that's all that happened. The Jets ran over them.
I need Cowboy fans to call in. Bro, I know you're watching.
There's 1,000 of you out there.
I know you're watching. Just give us some insight. What happened? What had happened? What had happened?
Stephanie's like, she wants to get rid of Jason. Everybody wants
to get rid of your coach, but your coach is not going anywhere because he's like,
they started a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They started GoFundMes for a lot of these athletes and coaches.
But
and he's one of them.
I mean, I think Zeke had a touchdown. He did all right, but there hasn't been any crazy Zeke performance yet either.
Nothing to catch my attention. The best performance was when he was at EDC. And had a situation. Yeah. That was the most action I've seen.
He moved more gates than he's moving defensive players. Just saying.
Big facts.
Let's really be clear.
So are you guys? Oh, we got a caller. Yeah, caller.
Wanted to be a Cowboy fan.
I wanted to be a Cowboy fan.
Hello.
Girlchatsports.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I know who this is. This is my lovely.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is my lovely brother. Hello. I love you so much. Let me just preface that. I love you very much, brother. This is my brother who's a previous guest on the show, Brian, who is also a diehard. Nothing too much. You're a diehard Cowboys fan. Maybe you can give us some insight as to what had happened against the Jets.
Let us know.
It's all Jerry. It's all coaching. We've been coming up late, starting off late in the third quarter with everybody. We did it with the Packers. We do it everybody else. It's just bad coaching, and we haven't had a good coach since the tune, and it's just, we just ain't got it together. When Jerry, and I hate to say this, I hate to be a Cowboy and say this, but I know all Cowboy fans feel the same way that I do, is that when Jerry's out of the picture, the Cowboys will start succeeding. But right now, we got too many yes men and too many people on the team that's willing to just go with what he says and what he does, and won't go against the grain to make sure that he just stays out of the picture, and that's the problem. We've had Super Bowl teams for the last, since Romo was there, since the beginning to the end. We just have a poor management that didn't know how to take his hands off the team, and just like you said, we have a coach that's just like your Al Davis.
Yeah. And a Dave Roberts.
Well, what about the performance of the team itself? I mean, yeah, we all know it's some coaching and there's some issues there, but there's some lack of performance in some of these guys.
Oh yeah, there's no leadership. You gotta have a star player that's gonna lead the team. You got somebody like Aaron Rodgers, discount double check, that sits there and makes stuff happen. He leads the team. He makes it happen. You got somebody like Brady that leads the team. If you drop a pass, you can pan over and watch Brady giving that receiver, that slot receiver, that whoever it is, he's giving them the business right then and there, and there's no question about it. There's no leadership with the Cowboys. There's having the biggest leadership with the Cowboys right now. Fortunately, he's a tight end. They have to bring him back.
Yeah. Ain't that something?
And he's not leading nothing.
Thank you. So maybe we should switch Whitten up to be the quarterback and make Dak the tight end. I don't know.
Or make Whitten the coach or something.
Can you see Dak being a tight end? I can't see him even fulfilling that role as well.
In relative.
You got to look at dynamics. You got to look at dynamics. Dynamically, right now, you got the 1-2 punch. You got Russell Wilson. You got the coach for the Seattle Seahawks. You got Tom Brady, and you got Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got Goff and the young coach for the Rams.
I wouldn't even put Sean McVay in that.
Duo.
Yeah. I wouldn't even put that in the same relevancy. I probably would do Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers of Jimmy Garoppolo. Or,
you know what? Right now, right now, we still gotta wait and see what's gonna happen because they really haven't played anybody.
Yeah,
Come on, let's
be
honest.
Hang on, Brian. Say that one more time so everybody out there in Niner Land can hear you.
They haven't played nobody yet.
And you guys haven't either, but y'all have lost y'all games, and I understand.
You know what? And let me tell you something. To all you Cowboy haters out there, I'm gonna let you understand something right now. I am a diehard Cowboy fan, but I'm realistic when it comes to my Cowboys.
You are.
I know what we can do and what we can't do.
I know you
and
are.
The thing about it is that don't get caught up with the fanatics because they don't do shit but watch a Cowboys game, and that's it. I watch everything.
I hear you. And see, this is what proves to me, the fundamental core prime example of good leadership on a team is New Orleans Saints. You got a backup quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater coming off of Drew Brees, and a coach like the one that they do have. That to me is the testament of great leadership.
Teddy's a whole new player.
Teddy's a whole new player, and they're winning games.
Yep.
It never stopped the flow.
It's the same thing like with the Patriots. Every time Tom Brady was out there, had Matt Castle and Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And both of them, they end up leaving and going to get bigger contracts and going to better teams. When Brady was out, you still had Belichick there running everything. So it starts in those two different positions right there, and the ownership staying back and not saying nothing.
Right.
And just backing up.
You're right.
That's why we can't get no good You would think a multi-billion-dollar industry like the Cowboys, you would think some coach would say, you know what, let me come and play for y'all. Let me come and coach for y'all. Let me do something for y'all so you can pay me this money so we can get this ring. No, nobody wants to deal with that crap.
Yeah. I don't know what to say for you guys.
I'm more frustrated than anybody.
I know you are.
I'm super frustrated.
And then you got the Eagles at home.
Yeah, y'all gonna beat those Eagles or what?
I don't know. Right now, I'm praying and hoping we do. But I'm just like, right now, I'm starting to feel like how I felt when I had Romo, and he would just give up the game, like 24-point lead against Detroit Lions one year, and he gave up the game with 6 interceptions.
That's because he had Jessica Simpson sitting up there. She was a distraction. In the little cowboy boots and short shorts.
Oh, let's not.
But anyway, Brian, thank you
Brian,
so much for calling. I love you, my brother. Oh, my God.
We'll be thinking
my favor.
Keep doing good work.
Thank you. Love you. This is the only Cowboy fan I love. That's the only one. Him, his wife, shout out to Steph, and my nephew. Shout out to Lil Brian.
And
they're the only 3 Cowboy fans I love. And
looking at their schedule, I don't see them making the playoffs. They have versus the Eagles, at the Giants, versus the Vikings, at the Lions, at the Patriots, versus the Bills, at the Bears,
oh, yeah,
versus the Rams, at the Eagles, and then Redskins to close up. I don't see them making the playoffs.
No, not after you said
There's
that
no
Eagles
wild card
game.
there.
No. Well, the Giants, they may have a chance.
Schedule.
The Giants, they might have a chance.
They'll win a couple of these games, but that's some good teams right there.
Yeah. Especially a Bills 4-2. Who would have thought?
4-1.
4-1, I mean. Yeah. They're doing their thing.
Yeah, so that was a good Coug'd moment. I appreciate that.
It was a very good Coug'd moment. I need Cowboy fans to take their barbecue slides, except for my brother. He doesn't wear that stuff. But them barbecue brown sandals and them long cool-out shorts with the cargo pockets and the Walmart Cowboys mesh jerseys from 82.
So before we get into our picks for this week, just for those fantasy people out there, again, this is a big fantasy bye week because you've got Panthers, Browns, Steelers, and Bucks. There's a lot of key players on those teams. Make sure you adjust, like starting today.
I need you to not give people warning. If they know fantasy, they better look at their bye teams and know better.
But listen, some people just get caught up in the, oh, this, and then you forget, oh, that. And then you also forget every morning, like granted, I'm for me on Sunday, but get up a half hour before the games start because there could be a last minute injury that they don't play. I think that happened not this weekend, but the weekend before. Somebody
I had an injury report because one of my players was injured.
And
but
you lose
get the
them
update on it. Yeah.
Points auto.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not good. Okay. Thursday Night Football, Chiefs at the Broncos. Chiefs better win this one.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Broncos on this one.
Okay. Dolphins at the Bills. I'm going with
the Bills.
Mm-hmm. Jags at Bengals.
I'm going with Cincinnati.
I'm taking Minshew.
You can go
That's
right on
my
ahead.
guy.
They lost JR, so.
All right, whatever.
It ain't
but Bengals?
Bengals, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
On any given Sunday, That's what they
Just
say.
like they never know if they have AJ Green or not one year. It's like it's like you never know.
You never know.
Vikings at Lions.
I'm gonna take the Lions on that one.
Yeah, me too.
They want revenge.
Yep. Raiders at Packers.
I'm gonna go with my Raiders, even though realistically I don't think we'll win this game, but you never know. Any given Sunday.
I'm gonna go with Packers.
You can go for it.
Rams at Falcons.
I'm gonna roll with those Rams. Falcons just aren't.
They're not.
They're not. Matt Ryan is a no-show.
Can somebody take Julio Jones from Atlanta, please, and just help him?
Right.
Jeez. Texans at Colts.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm gonna go with Texans. I'm gonna roll with them.
Okay. Niners at Redskins.
I'm gonna roll with those 49ers.
I don't want to, but I will. Cardinals at Giants.
Ooh. Well, Kyler Murray's been doing a lot better lately. I don't know how his road game will be. I'll do Cardinals just to go opposite of you.
Okay. Chargers at Titans.
Man, look here. With the new backup quarterback, this is a trash little thing here. I'm going to roll with the Titans just to see what their new backup quarterback is.
I'm going to do the Chargers one last time.
I'm not giving them no faith. And they have my AFC West
Saints
division.
at Bears.
I'm going to roll with the Saints.
Ditto. Ravens at the Seahawks.
You know what? You guys never lose in the Seahawk world, so I'm going to have to roll with y'all just realistically. Even though I'd like to see what Lamar Jackson can do against Russell Wilson.
I got the Ravens.
You got the Ravens? Do it. She don't ever go with my team. She goes with realistic.
That's fine.
So we have to be
Eagles
realistic.
and Cowboys.
Let me just be a sucker and say
I'm
the
gonna
Eagles.
Take the Eagles too.
I'm just gonna take the Eagles.
Yeah. Patriots, the Jets.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Come on, Jets. 2 in a row.
You never know, because let me tell you something. The Patriots haven't, if you see their offense, it hasn't been that stellar.
I'm just going to say the Jets just so I can put it out there.
You know what? I'm going to roll with New England, but I'm just saying Tom Brady, he really hasn't been like Tom Brady.
He hasn't been. And thus concludes
our picks for week 7. Boy, NFL is in the thick of it right now. Like, it's getting real hectic right now.
Real. And I had some more topics I had to.
Okay, let's talk real quick. We'll shout out real quick before we go. VGK Ladies, because you went to. Let's talk about them. They lost last night. That is so dope.
Jacket here from the patch party that I went.
Yeah, shout out to the VGK Ladies. We had them on the show last week. It was great.
With these patches I made myself.
So did they sell that?
That's dope.
That
no, this
one?
was actually a T-shirt. I got it like Target like 2 years ago, and I cut it and made it into a patch.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
I like how you did that.
Yeah, thank you.
And I like the glitter.
It was a dope event. It was at Leathernecks. Shout out to the Marines, Semper Fi. But it was a good time. And shout out to them because they do some great events. They've got a couple other ones coming up. So make sure if you are a lady or if you want to just follow their Facebook page, VGK Ladies.
And shout out to Pride Week because Mel and I participated in the Pride Festival this past Saturday. Shout out to Silver State Equality, Dre Wade, his org. It was actually a really, really, really good turnout. And I love that I was able to, the people that we were able to meet to sign up were all sports fanatics and all had a special team and was representing their teams there. I'm like, oh, here we go.
And we got to hear good, like awesome stories.
Yes,
there was
did.
one group in particular that was in front of us. It was mothers and fathers that gave out free hugs.
Oh.
Because, I mean, you think about what happens with children when they do come out, whether it be, gay, lesbian, straight, queer, however, they may not be taken well by their families. And so these parents were out there giving hugs to those kids, and there's a lot of young kids there.
I know.
Like middle really school. Cute. It was so cute. And they knew so much. And they were just being themselves genuinely. Yeah. Which I loved.
I loved it too.
It was great.
Free to be you, free to be me.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Let that sink in.
Yes.
And that'll be it for us.
Yep.
Yay.
Thanks for all our callers that called in.
We'll see y'all next week.
And we'll see you next week. Peace out. 2 fingers. Quan got pizza.
Yo,
is that for us?
There's going to be pineapple on it.
No.
Dang.
I thought you don't like pineapple.
I love pineapple.
I didn't get pineapple.
What kind of pizza did you get?
It's pepperoni and sausage.
Ooh. I like sausage.
What do you mean? That's
I like
pizza.
pepperoni and sausage.
Anyways, we're out.
You're about to say something really good.
Lock back in for Levels Combat Sports Show coming up next.
Yes.
In about 10 minutes right here on Gorilla Cross Radio. Peace.
Peace.